Good day everyone and welcome back to my channel. For this video, let us learn how to compute the weighted mean in thesis. But before that, let us have a review on converting percent to decimal and vice versa because this basic knowledge is really essential in computing the weighted mean. Alright, so let's start. In any mathematical computation, percent is converted to decimal before multiplying or dividing it with other quantifying numbers. So meaning to say, we need to convert first percent to decimal before we are going to apply it to any operation. And we have two basic principles in converting percent to decimal. First, move the decimal point two places to the left and drop the percent sign. And second, simply divide the number by 100 and drop the percent sign. Okay, so let's have an example. Example number 1. Convert 15% to decimal. Okay, for the solution, 15%. So in this example, the decimal point is located after the 5. So here, this is our decimal point. So as said in method 1, move the decimal point two places to the left. So let's move it now. 1, 2. So, meaning to say, 15% is equivalent to 0.15 or 0.15. And the second method, 15, or we have to divide it by 100. So 15 divided by 100. Do not make things complicated, class. You can use your calculator. So 15 divided by 100, the result is 0.15 or 0.15. They are just the same. So again, 15% is equivalent to 0.15 or 0.15. So we have here example number 2. Convert 7.23% to decimal. Okay, for the solution, 7.23. The decimal point is located between the 7 and 2, 7.23. Okay, so let's move it now. Let's move the decimal point two places to the left. 1, since there's no number before the number 7, so let's add 0, 1, and 2. Move the decimal point two places to the left. So meaning to say, 7.23% is equivalent to 0.0723 or 0.0723. And the second method, divide it by 100. So 7.23 divided by 100, the result is 0.0723 or 0.0723. So meaning to say 7.23% is equivalent to 0.0723. And this time, let's proceed to the reverse method. Let's convert decimal to percent. Again, always remember that converting decimal to percent is just a reverse method in converting percent to decimal. And we also have two basic principles in converting decimal to percent. First, move the decimal point two places to the right. And second, simply multiply the number by 100. So let's get started with an example again. So convert 0.25 to percent. Okay, 0.25. As said in the first method, move the decimal point two places to the right. So the decimal point is located before 2. So let's move the decimal point two places to the right. 1, 2. So meaning to say, 0.25 is equivalent to 25%. And the second method, multiply it by 100. 0.25 times 100 is equivalent to 25%. Example number 2. Convert 0.0485 to decimal. Solution. Okay. The decimal point in this given is located before 0. Okay, so we need to move the decimal point two places to the right. So let's move it now. 1, 2. So, meaning to say, 0.0485 is equivalent to 4.85%. As simple as that. And the second method, simply multiply the number by 100. So 0.0485 times 100 is equivalent to 4.85%. Now, in the tabulation and computation part of our thesis, it is important to know how to compute the percent. And this is the formula in computing the percent. P is equal to F over N times 100, in which P is our percent, F stands for the frequency, and N stands for the number of respondents. So let us now apply this formula in computing the weighted mean. We have here an example. A group of researchers distributed a questionnaire to 50 respondents. Compute the weighted mean of the item number 1 of the questionnaire. So our N is 50 since there are 50 respondents in our research study or in the example. And let us now understand the data from the table. These numbers 4, 3, 2, 1, these numbers serve as the legend in your questionnaire. And for you to understand this more, I will show you how the questionnaire looks like. That's it. So meaning to say, this 4 signifies strongly agree, 3 signifies agree, 2 signifies disagree, and 1 signifies strongly disagree. Now, the purpose of the questionnaire is to gather data and to determine the perception of the respondents in terms of or regarding on your chosen research topic. And in this type of questionnaire, the researchers want to gather or want to determine the perception of the respondents in terms of how they agree on each item. Like for example, in item number 1, financial literacy is an essential skill that helps to achieve success and reaching one's potential. So the researchers want to determine the perception of the respondents if the respondents strongly agree, disagree, strongly disagree on that statement. Okay? And now, let us go back to the table and let's focus on item number 1. Here, item number 1. We need to focus here in item number 1. So, let's understand the frequency. The frequency, meaning to say, in item number 1, 24 out of 50 respondents answered strongly agree or 4. So, 24 of the 50 respondents check 4. Okay? Then 13 out of 50 respondents answered agree or 3. And 8 out of 50 respondents answered disagree or 2. And 5 of them answered strongly disagree or 1. That is how we are going to understand the frequency. Okay, so let's now proceed to the computation of our weighted mean. How to compute the weighted mean. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to compute the percent. As I discussed earlier, I already gave the formula in computing the percent. The formula in computing the percent is P is equal to F over N times 100. F is for frequency, N is for the number of respondents, and P is our percent times 100. So we need to compute the percent in each legend. Okay, so let's start with here in legend 4. So 24 divided by 50 times 100. So do not make things complicated, class. You can use your calculator. 24 divided by 50 times 100, the result is 48%. So our percent in legend 4 is 48%. Then doing the same method, 13 divided by 50 times 100. So our percent is 26%. And the same process, 8 divided by 50 times 100. The result is 16%. And 5 divided by 50 times 100, the result is 10%. And class, the most important thing, you always have to check and verify if the total, you need to check it out, that the total of the frequency should result to n. Should result to 50. Like 24 plus 13 plus 8 plus 5 is equal to 50. And you also have to check and verify that the total of the percent must be equal to 100%. 48%, 26%, 16%, and 10%. So the total is 100%. Okay, so we are done computing the percent. As discussed in the previous video, computing the weighted mean or the mean, we cannot directly compute the weighted mean because we have to convert first this percent into decimal. And let's have again do the review. In converting percent to decimal, move the decimal point 2 places to the left or simply divide it by 100. So 48% convert to decimal, it will become 0.48. So 48% is 0.48. 26% is 0.26. So 0.26. 16% divided by 100, that is 0.16 or 16%. And 10 divided by 100, that is 0.10 or 10%. Alright, so let us now compute the weighted mean. So the formula in computing the weighted mean is the summation of x or the legend times its probability. So our percent is our probability. So again, the formula in computing the weighted mean is the summation of the x, the legend, times its probability. So let's get started. So weighted mean, 4 times the probability, 4 times 0.48 plus 3 times 0.26 plus 2 times 0.16 plus 1 times 0.10. Okay, applying the PEMDAS, we have to multiply it first. Then after multiplying, we need to add all the results. Okay, so 4 times 0.48, that is 1.92. Plus 3 times 0.26, that is 0.78. Plus 2 times 0.16, that is 0.32. Plus 1 times 0.10, that is 0.1 or 0.10. So let's add all the results. So the weighted mean, 1.92 plus 0.78 plus 0.32 plus 0.1. The result is 3.12. So the weighted mean in item number 1 is 3.12. That is how you are going to compute. That is how we are going to compute the weighted mean. So we have here another example. N is equal to 65. So in understanding the table, for the frequency, in item number 1, 17 out of 65 answered 4, 32 out of 65 answered 3, 9 out of 65 answered 2, and 7 out of 65 answered 1. We have to check and verify that the total of the frequency is equal to 65 or the number of n. 17 plus 32 plus 9 plus 7, that is equal to 65. So let's start computing the percent. Okay, so the formula in computing the percent is f over n times 100. So let's compute the percent in legend 4. So our f is 17, the frequency is 17 divided by n, 65 times 100. 17 divided by 65 times 100, the result is 26.15%. We have to be uniform, class. Let's apply the 2 decimal places. Okay, so the percent in legend 4 is 26.15. And legend 3, 32 divided by 65 times 100. So our percent is 49.23%. 49.23%. The next, in legend 2, 9 divided by 65 times 100. The result is 13.85%. So our percent in legend 2 is 13.85%. And in legend 1, 7 divided by 65 times 100, the result is 10.77%. So the percent in legend 1 again is 10.77%. So we are done computing the percent. And always remember that in computing the weighted mean, we have to convert first the percent into decimal. Okay, so let's convert the percent into decimal. Again, in converting, simply move the decimal point 2 places to the left or divide it by 100. So 26.15% is equal to 0.2615, 4 decimal places. Next, we have 49.23%. So the decimal form of that is 0.4923. Next, 13.85%. Convert it into decimal. The result is 0.1385. And 10.77% divided by 100, or move the decimal place 2 places to the left, 1 and 2. So it will become 0.1077. So we are done converting the percent into decimal, and this time, let us start computing the weighted mean. Okay, the formula again in computing the weighted mean is the summation of x times its probability. The percent her class, it symbolizes the probability. And the legend 4321, these are our outcomes, or these are our x. Okay, again, the percent here serves as our probability, and the 4321 in legend, that will serve as our x. Okay, so let's start. We are going to multiply the legend to its probability, then after that, we need to add all the results. So let's get started. 4, the weighted mean is 4 times the decimal place of the percent, 0.2615, plus 3 times its percent, its probability, 0.4923, then plus 2 times its probability, 0.1385, and plus 1 times its probability, 0.1077. So the next thing we need to do is we have to multiply. After multiplying, we need to add all the results. Okay, so 4 times 0.2615, the result is 1.046, plus 3 times 0.4923, the result is 1.4769, plus 2 times 0.1385, the result is 0.277, and plus 1 times 0.1077, the result is 0.1077. So this time, to compute the weighted mean, to get the value of the weighted mean, we have to add now the results. So 1.046 plus 1.4769 plus 0.277 plus 0.1077. So our weighted mean is 2.9076, and for our final answer, let's round it off to 2 decimal places. So our weighted mean is 2.91. So our weighted mean is 2.91. This is how we're going to compute the weighted mean in thesis. Okay? And that ends our lesson for this video. I hope you learned something, another lesson about statistics and probability, and most especially in thesis. Okay? So before I will end this, always remember, setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible to visible. Once again, this is Arnel V. Carusali, Teacher R, saying thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and may God bless us all.